fix yourself before you go and fix your business. Now, I tend to talk about this a lot, but I'm someone who likes the mechanics, the process, the steps for business. I like to listen to podcasts that aren't the story, aren't the emotions, but are just, here's 7 steps to make your first sale. Here's 4 ways to reduce your food business's costs. That is me, and I love that stuff, right? However, there's always a step before that for all of us, right? And this is something that probably we're working on constantly, and that is your mindset. Now, you as a business owner, an entrepreneur, a want-to-be entrepreneur, you have to realize that those podcasts, videos, those things are great. I love them, and they help. They do. But if you are not right within, how are you gonna be able to create these things, solve these problems, run a team, manage a business, buy businesses? I bought 3 businesses in my last 12 months. Added £1 million in turnover. How could I do that if my mindset wasn't dialed into what I wanted to achieve and just wasn't in the right place? Obviously, you have moments, right? You have ups, you have downs. But generally speaking, I am focused on what I need to do. And so, there's a difference between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. Really good book, I think, by Carol Dweck. I think Carol Dweck is on it. Having that growth mindset, that positivity that, okay, I can't do something now, but I can learn how to do it, right? Having that mindset of, if something is within my reach or whether it's not in my reach, either way, I can do it and I can achieve it, right? You might want to be a public speaker who gets paid 50 grand an appearance, but right now you haven't even opened an Instagram. Hey, look, you're punching, you're reaching high, you're aiming for the stars, and you're probably going to land on the clouds. But that does not mean step by step, with various milestones and with guidance and with networking, with all that stuff, you can't get there, right? It's not I'm fixed in what I'm doing, can't do any more, I don't know, and blah. You know what I mean? And sometimes you get like that with the people who are around you. But before looking for all that stuff, you need to make sure that you are dialed in. Now, motivation matters as well. Now, there's discipline versus motivation, right? For me, discipline is that real core secret, that, military style, getting up at 5, in the gym by 6, out at my desk, boom, 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 boom. It's scheduled, it's routine, it's knowing that without emotion, if X, then X equals Y. If I am here, I'm working. If I'm there on my chair here, I'm meditating. If I'm over there in the rest of the place, I'm chilling, I'm cooking, I'm eating, I'm watching, whatever. It's that discipline. Oh, I've got to do 2 hours of deep work. Well, guess what, phone? Chuck you out the window. I've got to film these 30 YouTube videos to release in 30 days. My voice is killing, my head is killing. TED talks, but me, I'm not ready to talk this much. But it's the discipline of still doing it, even when I'm not motivated. A little bit different with content. You kind of want to be motivated so that your content's better. But, day to day, there are so many tasks in my business that are disciplined, that are, it's 4 o'clock, we've finished service on all sites in the food business. Let me check the POS. Let me analyze that every single day. Cleaning business. What cover work have we got to do? Oh, I've got to cover this person. What domestic jobs have we got? What issues have we got? What chemicals need to be ordered? It's not, I'm never motivated to order mops. Are you mad? So fucking boring. I mean, there's a few different types and stuff. I can tell you about mops. It's so boring. So I have to be disciplined. I have to just do that. Sometimes in the morning it's cold, especially now. I don't feel... This is rare though. I'm very motivated for the gym, but there's sometimes where I'm not. And if it's 6 and I'm not up and on my way, discipline. And cardio, I hate cardio. But I do 10, 15 minutes before every workout. That's discipline. It's not whether I feel like it, not whether I have to. No. I am doing 10, 15 minutes before I work out. Full stop. There's no emotion, there's no thinking. It is just, it's happening. It's agreed. It's a contract. It's a discipline is, sets of contracts, sets of terms that are non-negotiable that you've made with yourself, right? If you can break contracts with yourself, then you can lie and break contracts with anyone. I don't want to do business with you, I mean, we're the easiest person to break that contract with. But because who's going to tell us off? Who's going to stop us? There's no legal damage. There's no one suing us for breaking a contract with ourselves. That doesn't make sense. So for me, discipline and motivation are so important. Discipline is that core, right? It is the engine, the gearbox, the interior. It's basically everything. But motivation is that sexy exterior. It's that paint, it's that PPF. It's discipline is the cake and motivation is the icing. You don't need the icing. You don't. It's just sugar. But it makes the cake a lot better, right? And so that's how I view it. It's what can I turn from motivation into discipline to ensure that things get done. And if they don't, and if I can't convert them, they get outsourced, they get delegated. And someone, it was on a paid 1 hour mentoring call. They said to me, Tej, I haven't got the knowledge to do, I think we were talking about property investment. I haven't got the knowledge to go out and buy properties and do this stuff. So therefore, my ability is limited by my knowledge. I said, And they said, actually, also my confidence is limited by my knowledge. And that's the same for all of us. If you put me in a room of physicists and we have to talk about physics, my confidence, I'm very confident, that, I'm extrovert, I'm confident, is not going to be high. It's going to be, I'm keeping my mouth shut. I am not talking, it is going to be low confidence. You put me in a room to talk about buying businesses with a bunch of 20-year-olds who were in university, my confidence is going to be pretty flipping sky high because I know I'm the expert in the room and I know I can talk about it. So context actually adds a lot to your confidence and to your ability. I'm back in that physics room. What is my ability to do sums? What is my ability to get a job in physics there? What is my ability to impress them? If I don't know how to manage a builder and do a refurb, and what is my ability then to do that refurb if I don't know how? It's greatly reduced. When they said this to me, I thought, this sums up most people. Most people don't want to pay for the knowledge. They don't want to read books on the knowledge. They don't want to listen to enough podcasts. They don't want to make notes on it. They don't want to learn. Just want the results. Shit society nowadays, especially, because of and continued by social media. Everyone wants the result. They don't want the process, right? Everyone wants the applause, but they don't want the hard work that got them there, right? It's just society. It's just the world we are in. And there's not much we can do about that. But we have to change our mindset because it's very easy to log on, see some handsome influencer, some pretty influencer, done this and this, got £1 million business, blah, 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 overnight success, blah, 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 faked, bank statement, all that stuff. Oh my God, look at me. I've done it for 2 years and I'm still not even making money. Calm down, Debbie. Yeah? Calm down. It's going to happen. But if you won't invest in your knowledge and you won't invest in yourself, you're going to be in the same place. There's some people, and actually I'm at the point where I just laugh now because I'm like, you're never going to go anywhere. There's people who I know download certain things from my emails, look at my mentoring programs, look at this in property, and they ain't doing shit. And I'm talking years. And if they ever message me, which they do sometimes, I always say to them, scroll up and say, dude, we last spoke in 2020. It's 2024. And you're still whinging and you're still begging it and you're still not doing anything with your life that you think you were going to do. Oh yeah, but bro, this happened and that happened in it, cosy, and then I had to do this. Shut up. You're a waste man. That's it. Your mum probably thinks you're a waste man as well. If she knew how many years you've been begging it and trying it without actually fucking doing anything. And it's not like these people don't have the money, or don't have the time or resources to invest in learning. It's, I don't know, you just don't want it enough? Not smart enough? I don't know, man. I'm not trying to be insulting here, but we need, you need to have a reason. If I don't do a task and it keeps getting pushed back, I look at myself and say, yo, yo. Why are you not doing this? What is it about it? And most of the time, I know, I'm like, oh, it's like a deep work task and I've got so many other little tasks but really I don't actually want to do it because it's so boring, and then discipline kicks in. Or I kick myself into discipline. And a lot of you just not, you're not on that. You're not on it. That's life. But knowledge is power. Knowledge expands your confidence, and knowledge expands your confidence. You can't just do things like without knowing something, you know? And the resources are out there. And I always say you can pay now, skip the time, skip the queue, get ahead, learn it now, or you can spend time and do it in a year or months or whatever in the future. The choice is absolutely yours. All depends on your situation and your beliefs. And, you know, I think all of this combined, when you have an unhealthy mindset and you therefore don't achieve what you should, it's a vicious cycle of I'm not achieving it, and my mindset gets worse, and then it stays worse, and I'm not and it keeps going. It just keeps going. How are you going to manage that when you're trying to build a business? You're trying to launch this idea, like, you know, and a lack of self-work, right? I.e. doing the work on yourself, reading the books, being mindful, taking time to doing therapy, whatever it is, right? A real lack of this means that everything else gets harder because your foundations are shaky, right? They're not supporting the rest of it. So I encourage you, read some books, listen to some podcasts, get your mind ahead. It's so important to fix yourself before you fix your business. A lot of people I work with, you know, half of the session is the introduction session is what is wrong with you? Why are you doing this? What are these beliefs that you hold? Are they maladaptive? Are they adaptive? Are they wrong? Are they right? Do they match the market? You know, how do you feel about this task? Why are you so fixated on this? Why are you stuck on this? And the other half looks at the business. And you need to do that with yourself. You know, having introspection and self-awareness is so hard. We all lack it in many ways. I lack it. We all lack it. As much as we try and claim we have self-awareness and blah, 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 it's tough, you know, especially with something like a business, like an idea you've put a lot of time, a lot of effort in. You know, I've had sessions with people going through like their business ideas, and I've just torn them to pieces. That's what they wanted from the session. And, you know, question their beliefs. And actually, when you question people and they don't have answers, when you question people and they can't actually back up what they're saying, what more can be done, you know? And that's where you doing it to yourself comes into play. But it helps to have a mentor or a coach doing that. Oh, by the way, go on, you know, on YouTube, scroll down, get rid of my pretty face for a second. There's a link there. Click that. I think you'll find it really interesting. And if you're on Spotify, go up or go down, depending on where you are. And there's a link in the description. Click on that. Check out what I've done. Check out what we could do together, and put in an application if you're serious. You know, if you're not a waste man, put an application in.